beautiful ignited souls, we are ready for a new creation. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, United Souls, subscribers, viewers. If you're just passing by, just stick around because this is going to be a delicious one on the number 14. So, most of what we are doing now could be around the number 14, where we explore other numbers. We come back to number 14 or number 11 because this is how we discover who we truly are. It's just like in the scriptures where it is said with Jesus, who came from the lineage of 14 generations of 14. It is worded in a way that it's almost sort of Putin, if you like, but we get the essence of this 14. 14 actually represents the serpent. Oh, my, so we've done quite a bit on this on my last video as well to show how the 6 days of creation and the 7th day of rest came into being even through the number 14. So today I aim to show you how the number 14 really pertains to who you truly are and how it permeates our language, and we sort of miss it because we hadn't paid attention, and no one teaches this stuff anyway. But if you're new to this channel, this is where we tap into the scriptures of Genesis of chapter 1 and 2, where we have discovered two creations. Now, if we are speaking of two creations, of course the creation is 7 days or 6 days and the 7th day of rest, so then that would be 14 days. Hence we have 14 days quarantine. Yes, so we can birth into that new state that they have been, preparing for us. This is what US is about. US, which is United States. Okay. STATES. Okay. Now, I might have done the numerical value for this before, or in fact, I have been saying United Souls and not United States, which I have done a numerical value or workshop on this US as well as in United States, because USA equals 5 just like the UK. So I was showing something very significant there as well. So we are talking about United Souls, which we are, because all like-minded people on this journey, which you could say is a bus, beautiful United Souls is BUS. Okay, so we could say that we are on the same journey. So there we are, US. Now, on the number 14, I aim, this is AIM, aim to show how this is, we have been living this, but not consciously. So AIM, and in the scriptures, as I say, we see that Jesus, it is said, come from the lineage of generations of 14, likewise David and Abraham, and onto Babylon and so on. So we see the generations have been going on. Now we are this generation of the Christ generation. Hence, we have to pay attention to number 14. This is the Christ-like spirit within us as well. So when we do the numerical value for the word Christ, here, CHRIST, it almost saddens me that when I have certain conversations with people, it's like people don't want to recognize the Christ in them. It's like Christ is so far off from who they think they are. It's like saying, no, it's like I couldn't be like Christ. It's like I remember my mother, for instance, saying, oh my, I mean, I had my son then, so that I would be about 33, thereabout. And she said, Oh gosh, you really do remind me of when I was young. And I thought, oh no, how could I remind you of, of yourself? Because I saw my mother so superior, so far different, so decent. Okay, so pure and so perfect. No way could I be like her, or she could have been like me. And that's where a lot of us fall into that trap, thinking that Christ is way off, way beyond galaxies and God knows where they could never even just begin to imagine. Whereas Christ have said, if you lift a stone, I am there. Meaning, what do you get on the stones? Creatures, worms, centipedes, and things like that. And this is how Christ is that's Jesus, trying to teach us of who we are meant to see ourselves as, meaning we are everything, because the superiority that we see of Christ there, Christ knows that happens. It's like when you become popular, people think, oh, hey, there's the Christ, there's the man who done this miracle. And he said as well, you shall do greater works than I do. But yet we refuse to see the Christ within us, or even in the other person, because the other person would be mirroring ourselves. So I aim to show the Christ spirit within us, even through the word aim, because this is the AM, like the morning. We use AM for morning. I have to check out the full thing on this, but we say, oh, 10 a.m. This is the Christ spirit. This is why it is said, Christ is the morning star, the morning, the sun rises in the east. Okay, so here we are, AM. Of course, let's do the numerical values here. So this is 194. Adding this together, of course, is 1 plus 9, 10. This is 14. Now, let's just stick around, people, because this is delicious. And these are things that are going to help. This teaching it aims to help you recognize the Christ spirit within you. And through Christ, you can do anything. Okay, so let's just do 3, 8, 9, 9, 1, 2. And adding this together, we've done this before, which is 32. Of course, this would be 5. And this is what we are talking about, the Christ spirit, number 5. Now, we also have been blessed, if you like, or enriched with the knowledge to understand that we are the 5-pointed star. Your head, your limbs, your legs, this is, you are really that. You are that. And this is what the text said as well, like in for Moses when he encountered God, or the fire, or the spirit of God, whatever you who should I say I've met with the I am. Say, this is it, say to the people that I am that. I am. There's the emphasis for I am. So here, this is exactly what, when we aim, because of course Moses would have aimed to have a teaching, direction, some kind of lessons. The commandments was a tool to aim to give the children of Israel some sense of focus or something to that effect. So now we are saying here, just as I said, I aim, I am. That's all it means. When you aim, you say I aim or aim. Aim is to be present in what you are doing and who you are, like the AM. Okay, so here I am, meaning 9, 1, 4. This is 14 equals 5. Now, isn't that a wonderful thing to know? I mean, it is simple, but this our language is permeated with such wisdom. But because we are almost overwhelmed with the vocabulary that we have, we don't take time to really think of those things in those simple words that we use to describe who we are. Is to say, I am. That I am a mother, I am a woman, I am a teacher, I am whatever it is that you are using as this to describe who you, the part of you that you're raising that conscious awareness, or you are wanting to direct another person's attention to say, well, I am a mother, and giving some kind of description about yourself or your state as part of the United Souls. So this is what we are talking about. And so, of course, when we add these, we see that we have the Christ Spirit. Isn't this a wonderful thing to know? Please leave your comments and just add a comment, add a question, whatever it is. Or if there is something that you would like me to really touch on or elaborate on or explore, feel free to let us know, so we as United Souls, because this is what we do as we are traveling on the bus. Beautiful United Souls, we have a chat, we have a conversation, and it's often about number 5 or number 14 or number 11, or it could be number 3, whatever number it is that you'd want us to explore. But this is where the 14 gods come into play. Now, I'm going to sort of retract a bit for those of you who are new to understand where this comes from. It's like saying, for instance, well, okay, this is a bit messy. So we had the 2 creations, as we said, the 7th day of rest. Now, we also know about the serpent, which is very pinnacle in each of the creation, because the word serpent, SERPENT, equals 1597552. Adding this together comes to 44. Okay, because we have done this so much, we know. And so this is 7. And of course, if there were another creation, you also have the number 7. 7 plus 7 is 14. We need to understand that primal state of ourselves. And of course, this is where the caduceus come in. So when you go to the pharmacist, or you see here, you see the 2 serpents, or whether it was one, because we are able to show one as well. It's like one serpent swallowed the other. So that's another presentation. And we saw that with the story of Moses and Pharaoh, where they had the 2 masters were doing their magician and having the serpents, and the one swallowed the other. So these are the things that we need to explore to understand that when you go to the pharmacist and you see the symbol, the caduceus, the 2 serpents, you know that this is telling you, this is the sign of the medicine that you need to be partaking of. Now, it comes in a drug form, but really we've got to work through it through a spiritual form. And this is where we speak about the Kundalini, the serpent, the awakening of the lower chakra, or all the chakras, but the root chakra, of course, and comes rising to the 3rd eye. And so this is where you become enlightened. Your enlightenment is actually expressing itself in the physical form as well, where if you were like me, you would feel that sensation. In fact, it felt like my back was breaking, because I could feel the piercing of that serum, if you like, rising to the surface or coming to my 3rd eye, where my eyes, my physical eyes here, were so bright as well, and my sight had increased. So people, this is what we are sharing here with you, and there's 14 minutes and 24 seconds on here. We are going to explore this teaching, and we need to do this in these times where we need to build our spiritual awakening to, of course, get to our destination while we are on the bus. Thank you for watching. I hope you like, and if you are just passing viewing, please subscribe and share, because this is how we do it. This is how we share. This is how we grow. And so let me say big, huge thank you. I do love your presence here. And of course, let me know that you have been present too by giving a little, just press that button. Okay. Thank you, United Souls, and stay ignited.